Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm here with Plato, and we're going to be bringing you a story from comic book, The Marvels Won't Screen in IMAX Unless Dune 2 Moves. So everyone's all about Dune 2. Everyone's super excited about that movie. I know I am. I've been waiting for this movie. I waited forever for the first Dune movie to come out. They delayed that movie for like a year. Oh man, I was watching trailers almost every other day. Just getting into the lore. I caught up on the books. I read like 3 Dune books. I'm still reading the 4th one right now, catching up on all that sweet, sweet lore. And we're going to be watching that movie. I'm so excited. But then we have The Marvels, which nobody acknowledges. And apparently, nobody wants to show it in theaters. IMAX's CEO doesn't expect Dune Part 2 to be delayed into 2024 despite reports. And that is such sad, awful, depressing news for the Marvels that nobody enjoys or is looking forward to at all. The Marvels is going higher, further, faster, just not in IMAX. Marvel Studios' Captain Marvel sequels won't screen in the premium large format unless Warner Brothers and Legendary's Dune Part 2, which is scheduled to release 1 week before The Marvels, moves off its November 3rd release date. Last week, Variety reported the producers behind Denis Villeneuve's sci-fi epic are weighing whether to delay Dune 2 until 2024 in the wake of the actors' strike. Don't do it! Do not delay Dune 2. Everybody wants that movie. I promise you. We are all excited about Dune 2, okay? Just show the movie, put it in all the IMAX theaters, okay? Marvel has already been taking L's. They are used to it by now. One more L won't hurt them. Actually, it probably will, but hey, who cares? Who cares? That will prohibit its star-studded cast, including Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, from promoting the film if the labor strike extends into the fall. Look, I'm telling you, they don't even have to market it, okay? YouTubers will market it. Everyone's going to see that movie. I promise. Everyone's going to see that movie. But during an IMAX earnings call on Wednesday, CEO Richard Gelfond said that Dune's sequel is set to have a very long runtime in IMAX, 5 to 6 weeks, meaning the Marvels won't have access to those screens when it opens November 10th. This is what happens when you try to bank your entire franchise on Brie Larson being the most powerful character ever, which, by the way, is no longer true because now we have Emilia Clarke as Gaia, who's the most powerful Marvel character ever. Now she's just in the top 3, I guess. The report that Warner Brothers will delay Dune 2 is not true, according to Gelfond, who added, "I feel quite strongly that it's not going to move, and why would it? Everybody is waiting for Dune." There's another great movie coming out around that time, which is No. You're saying great movie too soon, okay? This could be a disaster. And we can't play it because we are committed to Dune. No, it's because we know it's not going to make any money. Gelfond said during the call, if Dune 2 moves off its November 3rd date, those IMAX screens will just go over to the Marvels. And having a Marvel movie as a backup is not the worst position to be in. Honestly, it's not, because it is Marvel. And some people will go and see this movie. I mean, it could make money. It could. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that no one's going to watch it, because I'm sure a lot of people will watch it. You know, the first Captain Marvel movie made a lot of money. Now, since then, opinions about Brie Larson and Captain Marvel have changed. They've changed dramatically. So maybe less people will go and see that movie than the first one. That's my prediction, although I'm not going to say that it's not going to make money. That would just be disingenuous. Unlike the Marvels, the follow-up to 2021's Dune was filmed for IMAX. Villeneuve's anticipated sequel is one of the few titles touted on the IMAX website alongside Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which secured an exclusive 3-week run in North America. Warner Brothers is on a winning streak, though. I mean, they're making tons of money. They're making tons of money on Barbie, and Disney and Marvel, they're going down big time. All right. Even though I did not like Barbie, I'll tell you what, it's making moolah. All right. And then there's Blue Beetle. I totally didn't read that at the bottom there, but yeah, that's Blue Beetle's coming out too. Whatever. Dune is clear. Dune is already in the midst of a marketing campaign. There are trailers out. There's lots of materials out. Denis Villeneuve presented at the IMAX CEO forum. So it's kind of out of the gate, Gelfond said. But if you put it back in the gate, you've got to duplicate those expenses at some time in the future. Yeah, it does come down to money. Another reason the CEO doesn't expect Warner Brothers and Legendary to abandon Dune's 6-week IMAX run. By the way, who's asking for Dune to be pushed back? Who's asking for that? Are there people out there actually asking for the Marvels to take priority over Dune? That's nuts to me. Who would want that? Who would want this movie to be delayed? We need a good movie. I'm dying for a good movie, man. I really am. Don't do this to us. Don't do this, Warner Brothers. Just commit to Dune, honestly. But anyway, another reason is there's only so much IMAX real estate available, especially with other studios eyeing a push to 2024 amid Hollywood's double strikes. I mean, okay, fine, the strikes, but dude, no, just push out Dune. No. People need this movie, and I guarantee you that it will promote itself. It really will. It's why Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 only played on IMAX screens for 1 week, and why box office behemoth Barbie isn't playing in the format at all. I mean, to be fair, though, Barbie is still making a ton of money. I mean, isn't it like approaching $1 billion right now? Maybe word of mouth didn't get around for Dead Reckoning as properly as the marketing for Barbie did, because Barbie had insane marketing. Like, they had marketing through the roof. They spent a lot of money on it. Guaranteed. I mean, they were building giant Barbie houses and just placing them in random areas and then just promoting it with video cameras and whatever. Anyway, quote, "It was fortuitous that there were no other conflicting projects, but if they were to move that to next year sometime, it's highly unlikely that they would have that amount of runtime," Gelfand told investors during the call. And just to remind you, IMAX was about 20% of the growth on Dune 1. Very interesting. From a financial perspective, delaying Dune until its cast can promote the film would cost Warner Brothers more than keeping its lucrative engagement with IMAX. With no disrespect to Timothée Chalamet, are you going to be able to make up for losing the 6-week IMAX release, Gelfand asked. Are you going to be making up the cost of capital and carrying it for a year? Are you going to move it to an uncertain year when you have no idea what's going to be put against you when they have virtually no competition right now in the marketplace? It doesn't really make any sense. So Dune Part 2 features an ensemble cast that includes returning cast members, Rebecca Ferguson. You know the cast of Dune, okay? Everybody saw Dune. But originally dated for July 8th, 2022 before shifting to November 11th, 2022, and then February 17th, 2023, The Marvels moved to July 28th. Wow, this movie moved around a lot. I wasn't even aware of how many times it's been delayed. I mean, the fact that it's been delayed so many times, I know that the screenings weren't all that great. Some people didn't like the screening of The Marvels that they put out, but I could be wrong about that, but I specifically remember reading about that. Brie Larson and Samuel L. Jackson lead a cast that includes blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. And so there you have it. I mean, ask yourselves this question, guys. Are you guys going to go see Dune Part 2, or are you going to see The Marvels? Okay? I'll ask again. Dune Part 2... which is Denis Villeneuve, dude, okay? Or The Marvels. Anyway, that's all I have. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and share it. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Say goodbye, Play-Doh. Meow, meow.